There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question, why is marriage between two cousins considered disgraceful in the Western society? It's just not done. I don't know anyone who married their cousin, and I certainly wouldn't have considered marrying any of my own cousins. Culturally, cousins are off limits, in the U.S. At least, when people make jokes that involve cousin marriage, it's used to indicate how stupid, backwards, or lower-class people are. For example, she's so stupid, her parents must have been cousins. Obviously, cousin marriage doesn't necessarily make the children born out of the marriage stupid, but you can see the cultural attitude. It's considered incest here by many people. Ew, you married your cousin? Isn't that like marrying your brother? Gross. Family background isn't considered very important in marriage here. My family didn't know anything about my husband's family before we married, and it didn't really matter. They liked my husband and that was enough. It's my understanding that in other cultures family background is an important consideration, so if you marry your cousin, you know exactly what family you're marrying into. It's just not important here. The other factor in some cultures is keeping property in the family. If you have to pay a dowry of 6 cows for your daughter, who would you rather those cows go to? Some stranger? Or your brother who has a marriageable son? If they go to your brother and his son, you'll probably continue to benefit from those cows indirectly. If they go to some stranger, they're gone. Here in the US, we don't pay dowries or bride prices, and never really have, so that was never a consideration. It's illegal or restricted in a majority of states. In some isolated areas of the country, intermarriage was common simply because of the lack of new people with their fresh DNA. The population had a limited genetic pool, even if people didn't marry their first cousins. In these populations, birth defects, slow children, etc., were common, so people could see the effects of intermarriage even without being able to calculate genetic risk, which might have given them an exaggerated view of the risks of cousin marriage. I suspect this is why cousin marriage has been made illegal. Everyone has had rocky patches. The difference between it being a patch and a drop of a cliff is what you do now. Check the link in the description if you want a helping hand.